This is a DSi XL blue console. Serial number WW415619637. I'm just going to quickly go over why I gave it the condition score that I did. So for the physical condition of the shell, I gave it a 1 out of 3, which is good. You can probably already tell this top glossy shell is pretty marred up. There's some good dings just all around the console, some good deep scratches, and there's sort of the ring of wear around the peak of the glossy shell. Just a lot of scratches just from use, from what I can tell. Pretty good scratch right there. There's also wear along the top of the glossy shell on the actual non-glossy piece. Just sort of that like discolored band. A little bit on the actual hinges, a little bit of marks around the LED diffusers. Looking at this, there's some marks around right at the edge of the shell as the two shell pieces meet. Back looks pretty good. Otherwise, this side, there's a little bit of discoloration around the corner. Good scratch right there. A little more discoloration there on the corner. Come on, camera. There you go. Back, kind of the same story, just a lot of light scratching. Just marks all around. That looks like a hair, but it's a scratch. And then on the corners, especially below the shoulder button, right there near the screw covers. The face. There's some markings up there that don't clean off. I don't exactly know what those are. They're not scratches. They're almost like impressions. D button looks good. Some of those markings around the power button. There's a little bit of wear around the A button. A little bit of discoloration, not bad. Some markings down there, and I think that's pretty much it. It's not horrible, but it is quite a bit of cosmetic wear. For the physical condition of the hardware, those are all the buttons and the screw covers. I gave a 2 out of 3. The buttons themselves actually look really good. I chose some good buttons. Screw covers turned out pretty good as well. There's no discoloring or damage on them. Why I didn't receive a perfect score is when I usually put these consoles together, I try to get shoulder buttons that match the back shell. So since this back shell is not in fantastic shape, the R and the L button have a little bit of damage on them to kind of match the damage. It's so I don't put pristine shoulder buttons on bad consoles, cosmetically bad consoles, and cosmetically bad shoulder buttons on very good looking consoles. Just try and keep that consistent. And as far as the little feet, they also look good. They're feet. What can you say? I don't know if that's a tiny bit of glue. I think it is. Yeah, it is. A little bit of Elmer's glue spurted out. So then we have physical condition of the screens, which I gave a 2 out of 3. I'm in a rather dusty environment, so just a lot of debris falling on it as I look at these screens. The screens are in otherwise amazing shape. There is like some, it almost looks like debris here on the corners. I think those are just those are underneath the screen protector that I have here. Screen protectors are always difficult to put on, and it's never perfect, but at least got all the bubbles and the dust out from underneath them. And on the top screen, there's one little persistent speck of dust. That guy right there. I don't see it when the console's on, which is sort of my threshold on whether or not I try and fish it out. Because sometimes fishing it out introduces more dust, and it can end up being an endless fight. So, since I can't see that speck when the console's on, I just leave it there and make note of it. That's why they're not perfect. And as for the screen conditions, I'll turn off my light. Those are the conditions of the actual LCD displays. I think they look pretty good. you can kind of see as the console's on that they match pretty well on the screen. The camera can kind of show a different image from what I actually see, but I think they match pretty well. When I turn on my light, I think the only thing I would notice is maybe there's some very minor yellowing around the bottom screen. That's really about it. Other than that, I think this console earned a good value because of that, a 7. And I think it's indeed good. So that is why I gave it the score I did.